Our association Independent Journalistic Initiative received anonymously a video. An organization called Revolutionary Suicide Mission declares to be responsible for it. In this video, the RSM presents possible attacks against a large number of various objectives. They announce attempts towards politicians and economic leaders, as well as towards their mafia-like structures.
The oppressed must be liberated. They are bound in a net of the powerful and their greed. The centers of power are alienated and cut off from the human inside of the problem of the masses. They are decadent. The power has to be won back. We have to win back the power. The exploiters have to be restrained. That's what we fight for. RSM is determined to stop the exploitation of the people at the risk of our lives. We are plenty enough to succeed in this fight. Out of strategic reasons, we are not going to reveal the number of our members, but we like to stress that we operate internationally. We are provided with a network of specialists from various disciplines. Our cells are organized and equipped at the best. We are ready anytime. The general dissatisfaction about the reigning system facilitates the recruitment of new members, although our requirements are very high. Many of our members come from a scientific background, but also political scientists and philosophical theorists support us. We are very grateful to cosmetic surgery because it paved the way for our movement. Without the general acknowledgement of breast enlargement, our mission could not be accomplished. Our female soldiers blow up for our future. By the use of breast implants as bombs, we achieve a higher success rate because the women can arrive any target unopposed. We have chosen them purposely for our attacks. First of all, they seem more harmless. Secondly, we benefit from the fact that the tradition of female suicide is less known. In the history of female suicide assassins, the assassins, and sometimes their families as well, got forced under wrong premises to act in the role of the savior. Our chosen people fight on their own free will for a better world. They and many more give their lives against our enslavement. Our surgeons take on a further very important part of our activities. Not the least, they ensure our success. They accomplish their works in especially converted apartments, functioning as ambulant clinics. The same counts for our explosive labs. Our experts for explosives work under the best conditions.
A contextura de um implantante é bastante fácil. No involucro de silicone se injeta um explosivo líquido até o enchimento pedido. O único perigo consiste em gasiforme que pode aparecer como cheiro de amêndoa, que pode causar dolores de cabeça. Quando o explosivo está no implante, a aplicação é usual como em todas as operações deste gênero. A duração da operação não importa mais que 1 ou 2 horas. Podem aparecer efeitos secundários, como em todas as operações mamilares. Teoreticamente, cada cirurgião em toda a parte do mundo pode fazer uma operação como esta.
Due to our research, we realized the recruitment of potential assassins turned out differently than presented by the revolutionary in the film. We could find out that psychotropic drugs are used, especially lorazepam, a medicine to suppress anxiety. This should ensure that the elected complete the mission. Another concealed fact, the assassin and their families get offered an enormous amount of money. This fact is congruent to the practice of terror organizations in Chechnya or Palestine. Contrary to the assassins motivated by religion, we encounter women raised with Western ideologies that live inconspicuously in our society. The future assassins could look like this.
The politician gets slush money and enters a brothel. For a short time, the incident appears in the news. After he starts working again as before, goes to the brothel again with the money he received from the economic leaders. Then he makes politics for these leaders, with whom he went to the brothel, and so on and on. The participants are replaceable in their order. What is the difference to mafia-like structures? We attack what can be attacked. Many of our members worked almost all their lives against the state in order to live a better life. What did they achieve? Abased and degraded at work, in the office. The armed combat is the only solution. RSM insists on the separation from nationalistic, religious and anti-Semitic terror organizations. We would like to stress once again, we fight against the oppression of the masses. We proclaim war against injustice, against enslavement, against disempowerment.
Looked at it from a political point of view, in the history of terrorism, one has to allocate this organization rather to the attempts of anarchists in the 20s in the Weimar Republic and in other places. RSM considers itself as a social revolutionary movement. The methods are very similar to the ones of the Islamic terrorism known from 9/11. Insofar an affiliation reinstituted between Western and Islamic terrorism. Alike, the hijacking of the Landshut when Western and Arabic organizations work together. Only no, there's no connection, but rather a copying of the method. Previously, suicide assassins were compelled to wear long garments, often because of their religious affinity. Now they can move and act free as girls on the beach. Like this, they can reach targets that were unattainable so far. Imagine they appear in glamorous evening dresses and in shiny tops. They have the possibility to move inconspicuously among the crowds of a party or an exclusive meeting and be very close to the person to be killed. Between the assassin and the victim are only few centimeters left to the explosive.